In life, there is a big discrepancy between the career you thought was fit for you and the one that is actually right for you. So how do you tell what should be done? A great example is Nyabwala, who has engaged in numerous ventures till he found his feet. Nyabwala is the founder and chief executive officer of Bwala Africa, a last-mile logistics company that focuses on order fulfillment. It's a new industry in Africa that seeks to address logistics bottlenecks.
My name is Nyabwala, and I am the founder and the current CEO of Bwala Africa. So, Bwala Africa is a last-mile logistics company that is focusing on order fulfillment. It's a new industry in Africa that seeks to address logistics bottlenecks. Basically, you should be able to order anything and get it delivered either within 12 hours to 24 hours.
He started his career as a salesperson with Airtel, formerly Zain, in the late 2000s. He used to sell airtime and SIM cards to customers. He basically moved from one market to another as he was in charge of the entire Kisumu region.
I started working in 2010, my first job. So my first job was basically a salesperson. I was a van salesperson. I worked with Airtel. By then it was called Zain. As a card salesperson, selling airtime and SIM cards to a potential customer, basically moving from one market to the other. So I was in charge of the Kisumu region and also doing campus activations. So I would go to universities and sell cards to students.
The heavens finally smiled at him and he got an internship at Lyco Regency as an unpaid trainee. He worked there for about 7 months. After his internship ended, Nyabwala put all his focus in trying to find another job during the weekdays and continued with his studies during the weekends. In addition to that, he later on undertook a Master of Science degree in Internet Programs from the University of Liverpool, UK.
So I came to Nairobi jobless. Started my MBA program, and by that time also I had no job, but also I was actively looking for a job, and also fully sponsored by my dad. And I had to walk all the way from Zimmerman daily to town. I used to use that route of Kasarani all the way to Ngara. Then I would change my shoes because I had gotten an internship at Lyco Regency as a trainee, and that was the only job available, but they would not pay me anything. They would just, in fact, I paid them. You would pay for your insurance, you would pay for every other upkeep up front before you joined Lyco Regency. So during the week I would just focus on trying to find a job and spend more time in the cyber cafes, and then I did another degree from the University of Liverpool in the UK. Another 1 year degree. So I did a degree in Masters of Science, Internet Systems.
In late 2015, he left OLX after 5 beautiful years. He ventured into consultancy and did a number of jobs for various organizations. He did this for the better part of 2016 to early 2017. In 2017, he realized that his calling was not in formal employment. Inasmuch as he was good in his job, it still did bring him satisfaction. Consultancy was working well for him, and that is when he started considering starting a business of his own.
So I left OLX in 2015, October, after 5 years. So after 5 years, I went into consultancy, did a number of consultancy projects, like I did consultancy for BAT, I did consultancy for Copia Kenya, and then Ringia Kenya, which is now Cheki. It's known as Cheki, one of the largest also internet companies in Kenya and Africa right now. So I did consultancy for the better part of 2016 to early 2017. So in 2017, that's when I realized that I don't want to go back to work. And I had already made up my mind that I'm not going to I said instead of doing consultancy, where can I go and try my business?
When Bwala was starting out, every employee used to work from his house in Kitengela. This is because he didn't have an official office at the time.
So in 2017, everyone else was working in my house in Kitengela. So I used to tell them, come, I'll give you a bedroom and a kitchen. Just don't touch my beer and my food and probably my woman. Every other thing I'm allowed. You can use my water, you can use my things. Yeah, so 2017, everyone was working in my house. We converted one bedroom to an office. We had internet, we had everything. Food was there, so we were working. We converted one of the bedrooms to just a full-time.
He describes himself as a jack of all trades in the company. As the CEO of a young business, he cannot afford to hire managers to head all the departments. His role basically starts from operations. He comes up with the marketing and sales strategy, which he takes all the marketers through. He also looks at accounts department.
My role is actually, I'm everywhere. As CEO of a startup, of course, I can't afford to hire the best accountant. I can't afford to hire the best PR people like you to be here and paid. So basically my role starts from operations, like the marketing strategy, sales. I still look at accounts. So I'm an all-rounded kind of person, though we have people who are in charge of those departments. So I just oversee operations, but I really micromanage operations.
Nyabwala is a realistic person who likes working with data. He likes solving problems and making money out of them. A business person, according to him, is someone who is focused more on making profits, irrespective of the path he or she uses.
I'm just realistic. I like working with data. I like working with reality. So to me, it doesn't matter whether it's a good thing. For example, most business people, we don't have many entrepreneurs in the country. We have business people. A businessman is someone who wants to go out there, put in money and get money without failing or without looking at okay. Yeah, so I would not put myself in that particular bucket of business people. I am an entrepreneur. I like solving problems and then making money out of those problems. So it's a reality. Even if I don't make money, but I learn from those particular mistakes. For example, right now we did a lot of purchase of the trucks, and then we realized that actually it was not a good idea to do that. Alright, so those are the things, because if that model is not working for me as a business, then how can I improve it and make other people? Because my ambition is not to buy trucks. My ambition is to come up with a technology that can actually help truck owners to either get loans and make money out of the trucks comfortably. So that really is what motivates me.
Currently, most players in the logistics sector are offering service on demand, such as Uber, Little Cabs, and Taxify. According to Nyabwala, that is not the future of logistics because, in as much as he uses Uber, there are still gaps in logistics. Movement of people is pretty much sorted out already.
The trends right now, everyone is trying to do on demand. On demand is Uber, Taxify, Little Cab, Sandy. Everyone is in that industry. But to me, I think that is not the future, because as much as I use Uber heavily, I think that there are still gaps in logistics. Movement of people is pretty much sorted. We have matatus, we have Uber, we have Taxify, we have Little Cabs and all that kind of thing.
What about movement of goods? The future is not in the shopping malls, but in people buying items from the comfort of their living rooms.
And what about the goods? How do people get these things in their houses? And because I don't see, the future is not in malls, the future is actually in people buying items in their bedrooms, and it gets fulfilled within 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes a day. So that is the future that really pushes me to to look at this particular trend of logistics. We are not reinventing the wheel, because logistics have been existing for a very long time. Even Jesus had logistics issues, and he was actually trying to understand how he could distribute bread from here to somewhere, fish and all that. So those are the logistics challenges. So if I can give you that bread when you need it, then I think that would be very fulfilling to